How are you doing? Ooh, I'm not sure when you're watching this, but it's Friday. And when I tell you it's been a long week, it's been a long week. I'm so glad we are finally here. I think I didn't really take the time to acknowledge how difficult this week was. A lot of early days, a lot of late nights, lots of getting reports together, lots of getting patient data together. It's different when you serve as a champion at your institution, uh, to make sure that you're highlighting all the great things that are happening and bringing attention to those things that need to be revised. Sometimes it could be a lot. You could be pulled in many directions. And it just feels like it was one of those days, one of those weeks. Honestly, I think by the time we got every report and everything together, days. Took days to get to this point. But I will say, what do you do now? When you're heading into the weekend, it's a weekend that you happen to have off. What do you do with your downtime? Personally, I know I am looking forward to getting some sleep, but outside of getting sleep, what is something that you say, yeah, this is what helps me decompress. And you really need to have something. I don't know what that looks like for you. Sometimes for me, it's dancing. I'll go out dancing. There's a really nice lounge, and it's usually every other weekend, which ends up working out. And it's usually Friday night, which is even better. This way you can still chill, relax, get things done on Saturday because, as you know, life doesn't stop or end just because you're not working. As a matter of fact, it seems like there's only that 1 or 2 days where you can get things done before it's back to the grind all over again. So I want to welcome our nursing students. I want to welcome our first-time nurses. It's still year one. I want to welcome our seasoned veterans nurses. I want to welcome our overnight nurses, the ones that hold everything down while the rest of the world is asleep. I want to thank our day nurses that navigate all of the different disciplines that are part of caring for our patients. Not an easy feat when you have so many different working parts and so many different personalities. A lot of the time, that's what it is. You're having to play to egos to make sure that at the end of the day, your patient gets what they need. In that respect, I'll call us amazing negotiators. I would say we know what it takes to make a unit run, to make a facility run. And sometimes we do it without necessarily having the backing of leadership. We just look to try to implement things that we innately know are going to make our lives easier. We try to adopt these things that we know is going to help streamline patient throughput. And sometimes that's one of the biggest things you can do. And having that data behind you. And when they see how that translates into additional patients, and with that additional patient, those additional patients comes additional revenue, that's when a lot of things move. When we realize that healthcare is a business. And I think sometimes, when you come into it with a bleeding heart and you're a real empath and you really want to see people better, it can be a little bit of a shock when you see the powers that be and those who really make those decisions where you don't feel they're on the same page. But I firmly believe that it doesn't negate you from being able to be successful in your role. Residents, patients, community members, they're looking to you. They're looking to you for answers. They're looking to you for education. They're looking to you for instruction. And guess what? You are well able and capable to provide any of those things I've mentioned. Know that what you possess is absolutely amazing and that you can help others with it as well. That's my goal. That's my plan. But in getting there, don't lose sight of why you became a nurse. Don't lose that passion. Don't lose that purpose. Sometimes it can seem misguided, misdirected, but know that ultimately, when it's all said and done, both you and like-minded people are going to see that your patients and your residents get exactly what they need. So stand strong, advocate when no one else will. Trust me, it will pay off in the long run. So until then, I'm going to bid you adieu, and I myself am going to try to make the most of this weekend. No, I'm going to make the most of this weekend in whatever capacity that is. It may be a number of things that I end up juggling, but ultimately, rest will have its time. It'll be great to be able to finally rest. So, with that being said, I know I already said that I was going to say so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, but I really say it now. Take care, be well, and I will catch up with you guys soon.